I'll go through a little later and get it all fixed up. But she has another, I think there's 2 more lists in here. What it is, YouTube. You know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose, from the Moose Squad. Let's kick it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to discuss this. Y'all saw the thumbnail with me holding the balances of TIDAL and Spotify. Yeah, I said Spotify. Deal with it. If you don't like it, kick rocks, whatever. Anyways, now, since October, I've used this once. I will be using this in a couple days. I have 2 events back to back. I have the 12th and the 13th of February booked. February 5th, I have an AV event. I will be pulling the AV stuff out, getting it all set up, organized, ready to go for the 5th. I will be ordering a new bulb for my projector on the 5th. So we'll use the bulb. I'll wing it. Get a new bulb. It's still good. It needs to be replaced. I can wing it one more time. But I wanted to talk about this because it changed the game when Spotify went to Serato. Now, Virtual DJ is going to take a while. If Virtual DJ catches up and catches onto it, it'll be sweet pickles. Then that's a different story. Then I'll have to rebuy my software because for some reason, the software I have, anyway, we won't even get into it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go here to Serato, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, when you load up Serato and you load up the streaming services in Serato, what I want to do is I want to make note, don't go running in and into your event and push and play. So what you're going to do is set up your equipment. You're going to want to make sure that you turn your laptop on and get it charged up. My suggestion is I already have it up. Already have Serato loaded up. So that way when you get to the gig, you could turn on, you could fire up the internet, and it won't take so long for you to get your library up on Spotify. That's just one. It took me 2 minutes to load the Spotify. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Now, I want to say this. I like this because it has all my music. Every single list that I made. Every single list. All the way down to the beginning. To walk. It has my bro mitzvah. It has my birthday boy entrance. It has all that. Y'all know about that bro mitzvah now. And it didn't matter if I played clean or dirty. It was his 16th birthday, so he played the music. It was a birthday party for a teen 16. If you didn't like the music, you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Let me just say this to you. This is the day that I found out that I was a real DJ. All my events up to this day right here shows me that I can DJ. And the reason I can say that to you is because the dance room was packed. Now, let me explain the situation to you. The room was a bar. Actually, to be honest with you, it's about big as my kitchen. From this wall here all the way to the door. So if you took out my wall to the kitchen, it would go all the way to the door. That's how big the room was. And then you had a bar on one side. It may a little bit bigger over here on this side a little bit. It may like be as big as but anyway, so it had a bar on one side. Actually, my house is kind of built like it because it had a stage, like the living room with the stage. But anyway, so that's what it's set up like. So that's why I say that. And I actually used Spotify to DJ that event, which made it even easier because um, at the time, just to take you back, at the time, I had a DJ, I had a controller that I didn't have to use a laptop to control my controller. I didn't have to have it plugged in. I had a dipstick. So between the dipstick and me doing it that way, that's how I DJ'd at the time. New work, whatever, I forgot the name of it, but that's basically what I had. Okay, now I'm on a Roland 505, which I will not trade that thing in for nothing. I love that thing. I actually had to fix it twice, and the first time was my fault. The second time was my fault, but I've had to fix the USB on the back, and I've actually had to fix a slider, which broke. No problem. Son-in-law, I went on to eBay and got the parts. My son-in-law fixed it for me. He did all the soldering. So anyway, but no. So, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because um, I want you to know that all my music's here. Every single. This is the event that I'm doing. Well, this is probably going to be a lot of the songs in the event that I'm doing. I have her in here a couple times. Um, it was either laptop or it was my dipstick, and that was it. Because I had to. I'll go through a little later and get it all fixed up. But she has another. I think there's two more lists in here that belong to. I think this is it right here. I think this is it. No, that's a different. That's a different playlist. Um, but no, I like I said, I have a bunch of music on here from the old. Now, what I used to have to do was this. I would have to come to tune my music and transfer my music from Spotify to TIDAL. So basically, you go to tune my music. You want to do a new transfer. And let's go to Spotify. I'll show you how it works, and then we're going to load to Spotify. Now, if you don't pay for it, I'm gonna say this again. If you don't pay for it, you can download up to 500 songs per download. I just said it right. Yeah, per download. So you can download 500 songs and not have to pay for it. But after the 501, then you have to pay for it. Let's just do this one. Elegant 18. Choose the destination. We're going to go to TIDAL, and then it's going to say transfer from Spotify to TIDAL. We're going to start the transfer. Please don't transfer. Oh, it did. Transferred all 18. Now, we're not going to do that. I do want you to know that, let me show you. Okay. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, my history. Oh, here's history. Here we go. Oh, one of them 63. I'm trying to find one that didn't download all of them. Bear with me. All right, here we go. Let's look at this. Okay, so this is the okay. Okay, so this is the ones that got transferred. Show only the missing tracks. So these are the 3 missing tracks. Now these are done on, yeah. So these 3 cannot be transferred out of the thing. Now I want to tell you this, okay, just to let you know that these 3 songs are very important to transfer. They didn't transfer these. These were songs that the guy really wanted. So I couldn't transfer them to TIDAL. As you can see, here's more. Oh, that's the same list. I'm trying to show you this. I'm trying to prove a point here, guys. I'm trying to show you this, that's another list that I created, but these are song lists that I have made. And I wanted to give you the idea that that you might hit some. Now, when I transferred over to, here's a bunch of them right here. Now, let me show you this. Okay, so I'll do this. Okay, so when I transferred over to, what was it? It was, yeah, I think it was one of these 2. It was Beat Source or Beat Port. When I transferred over a song, now it was a song that was very, very popular, like very popular. Okay, and this is when I was using Beat Port and Beat Source. I don't use them after that situation that happened. I don't like them. I really don't like these 2. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Beat Port, Beat Source. If you're gonna make something, make one. Don't make 2 of them. Because they're just both. These are both the same company. They're sorry too. To be honest with you. But I made a song. I had a song from. I transferred the Spotify list, and I was doing a wedding, and I transferred it over, and it wasn't the song that I wanted. So I diligently had to look for the song. So what I do, I went to SoundCloud. Okay, now let me explain something to you. I went to SoundCloud. All right. When I could have came here. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't know about this until after I did this event. It was a wedding. And yeah, it was a wedding that I did. And one of the songs I bombed on, I played the wrong song. But it was labeled the same name. But it was not the way they wanted the song to sound. I don't know. Anyways, but what I'm getting at is that transferring music from this place to TIDAL sucks. Because why am I going to pay? Look, why am I going to pay for Spotify once a month and then have to turn around and pay for TIDAL once a month? Which I'll be canceling this thing pretty quickly. I won't let it get out. But I just wanted to use that point. I wanted to use that point that's what I would have to do in order to get music into Serato and Virtual DJ. That was the process that I used. Now that Spotify is in there, I don't have to go to that process because all my clients send me a Spotify list or an Apple list, which is okay because I can transfer Apple into Spotify. I like Spotify because you might not think so. They might say it's trash and all that other stuff and all that. I love Spotify. Yeah, but this sounds like this and sounds like that. Do you think my clients are going to come up to me and say, oh, that sounds like a 320? Do you really think my client's going to stop what they're doing, come up to me and say, oh, that's a 320? That's a 320. That's a perfectly sounding song. When you really can't tell the difference between playing it out of Spotify and TIDAL, you can't. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. There's no way. And like I just showed you, people download to Spotify all the time, and they download all kinds of stuff. A lot of people download to Spotify. I even have a song on Spotify, believe it or not. Y'all know that, right? Yep. Yep. Here's my song right here. See, the song's up there. And you could actually, it's not up there, but I can make it up there, and I'm going to make it up there. But I just wanted to say that's how I got. Now I even had like somebody contact me about it, but I'm not going to deal with it. I just wanted to share that with you because that's basically, the difference. I know this is a long video, but I have to show you this is a fatality. TIDAL sucks. And a lot of DJs can deal with that. A lot of DJs can understand that. A lot of people don't like Spotify. They like Apple. Whatever your flavor of music streaming service, some DJs tell you not to. I say use it to the best of your ability, especially if you're having a pool party. There's no sense in getting out there and doing flat wax and nobody's dancing. There's no way to put the wax in and scratch at a pool party. There's no way. I mean, I saw a guy the other day over here at the pool, and he was playing and he was scratching every song in. And I'm just sitting here thinking, I understand that that's what you'd like to do is scratch everything in, but there's nobody dancing. I know you want to set the mood, but what do y'all takes on scratching? Let me know in the comment below. But anyway, with this, I'm out.